Hi everyone, Sarah here. Welcome to episode 11 of Use It or Lose It. Today I am using my Prima Doll Stamps. I have had these pretty much since they first came out. I bought all the first original ones right away because they were so cool. And then when the next round came out, I just picked a couple. I didn't buy all of them. And at that point, I probably hadn't used the original ones in a while. So I'm sure my intention of the doll stamps when I first bought them were for paper piecing and more mixed media type projects. I do have my sign for my craft room, has one of the dolls on it, and I made other signs with dolls on it, stuff like that. I never actually made a card with them. So I thought this time around I would use my doll stamps in a different way. And these are all the ones that I have left. I have the big princess one. That one is a bigger one also. Some of them have names and some of them don't, and I don't even know if the names are on them. This is my favorite. I love this one. The size of her is good. The lines are nice and great for paper piecing, and she's just super cute. That's another good one too. Like, she doesn't have like super skinny feet that's hard to cut out. I found when it got into this style and their legs got really skinny, it's still okay, but it's harder to cut out if you're paper piecing and stuff. This is a smaller size, so she's a little bit smaller, but not the smallest. There is the card ones. I do have one. Where did it go? I think it's in my bucket, sorry. There's that one. And then that's one of the newer ones, which I did pick out. I just thought she was cute, and it reminds me of like my high school graduation and stuff like that with the dresses and the hair. And then that one there. And I do have the little boy also. I did originally, when I was doing this project, start to do paper piecing. I had purchased this tag pad, which is the, it's like an armoire. Comes in all different colors, and I've never used it. So I pulled out one of them. I did do some sanding and inking the edges, and I cut it and scored it so that you could open the door a little. So I was going to make a tag out of this, and I did stamp the little boy and do paper piecing. He is totally, this is all distress markers, sorry, on watercolor paper. And then his shirt and his overalls, the pocket, I did do another layer on top of there, and then his shoes are a different pattern paper. So all of those are pattern paper and Copic shading on them, and then the background is distress markers on watercolor paper. So he was going to go on here, and I was going to do something with that, but I got sidetracked. So instead I made some cards. Put these off to the side. I pulled out my Dynamics Blueprints 26 for the card front with the cornered edges. And Simon Says Stamp Intense Black ink is what I use for stamping. I used some of my Copic paper and pretty much just made card fronts to put on my cards with the doll stamps. So I'll show you one by one. Here's the first one, using the little girl with the princess hat. So I basically just stamped them off the edges of the card front, colored them in with Copics, and then picked a sentiment stamp and used the ombre inks from Recollections. So this first one, I don't have a process video for you, but I do have all the colors that I used. And I will insert pictures of each of the cards with the Copic colors and the stamp pads. So those are the Copic colors for this one, and this is the stamp pad. So they don't have names, basically probably just the numbers, but this one is like a blue to a turquoise, really pretty, and that's what I used for stamping the image. I haven't done anything to the insides of the cards because they're more of note cards. And then the next one I did in yellows. I used the girl that's leaning backwards, and I cut her legs off, just stamped her on the edge. And this is a Mama Elephant stamp that I used, as that's what she said. So here's the Copic colors. And this one I used the orange to yellow. I didn't think I would like it too much at the beginning, but I kind of wanted all the colors, and it did turn out pretty. I do like that color. So that's that one. This is one of my favorites. This is, again, is also a Mama Elephant stamp. Hey, sexy lady, let's celebrate. And that one I used the turquoise to teal. Well, I guess it's teal to turquoise, but sorry, teal to purple. So that's that one. Really, really pretty colors in this one. So I used the two colors in her outfit. And this one I cut her head off, so this is just her body and her sexy legs to go with the sexy lady sentiment. And then my absolute favorite, using my favorite doll stamp. She's so pretty, and again, she is much bigger than the other stamps. This one turned out super cute, and I did do some ombre coloring with the Copic markers, so the pink to purple. And these are the colors that I used. And then the stamp pad is the pink to purple. Very, very pretty. Love that one. And the pink is like super, super bright pink, like neon, I would say. But adorable. So those are my cards for this week. So I do have a challenge going on over on my Facebook group, Freeze Buddies. And basically just trying to get you guys to pull out your doll stamps also and make a project using doll stamps or a similar image. And the prize is this doll stamp right here. She's a super cute one. And the dates and information and everything are on the Freeze Buddies group. I'll put a link down below to it if anyone is interested. All right, so leave a comment, subscribe. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.